When you board your flight, the last thing you want is to plop down in your seat with all your belongings hanging off of you. That wouldn't make for a comfortable experience after all. But before you shove everything you own in the overhead compartment, you want to be careful. Some things are better kept within sight and reach. Here are 10 items you should never place in the overhead bin and 10 that are okay. Number 1. Medications. For any medications that you know you'll need to take during your flight, keep them nearby in a personal bag instead of placing them overhead. This goes for allergy medications and devices as well, such as EpiPens. In the event of an emergency, you don't want to waste precious seconds rifling through a mountain of belongings in the bin above. Number 2. Valuables. It should go without saying, but never store your valuables in the overhead bin. You never know who might go through your bags while you sleep like a baby through the flight or when you get up to go to the bathroom. Number 3. Lithium-powered devices. You shouldn't need us to remind you that lithium-powered devices such as your laptop, power banks, Bluetooth headphones, and smartphone should never be placed in the overhead bin. Various airlines have rolled out new rules and policies that forbid passengers from doing this, given that lithium batteries can catch on fire or explode. Number 4. Wallet. Just as you shouldn't carelessly leave jewelry, a designer purse, or a pair of expensive headphones in a place where any passenger could just reach up and steal, you should never pocket your wallet anywhere else but on your body. Better yet, you might even want to take it with you to the bathroom. Number 5. Inner layers. If you're frowning in confusion at this one, let us explain. Storing your clothes, especially inner layers, in the overhead bin means you'll likely contract a plethora of germs and bacteria when you put them back on after the flight. The overhead bins might look deceptively clean, but they're really anything but. Number 6. Fragile items. Taking glassware home with you? Be careful. They might just shatter before you arrive at your destination. Always make sure to wrap them tightly with newspaper or bubble wrap before packing them in your bags and storing them in the overhead bin. Otherwise, you might be met with broken shards once you land. Number 7. Liquids. If you have juice or water that you're taking with you on board, don't make the mistake of storing them overhead. Do so, and you might have to compensate other passengers if the liquid spills and stains their belongings. Number 8. Expensive souvenirs and gift bags. If you're bringing home expensive souvenirs or items encased in ornate gift bags, leave them under the seat in front of you instead. Placing them in the overhead bin means they'll likely get crushed or crumpled, which will make them too unsightly to give away as is. Number 9. Batteries. Lithium-powered devices are a no-no, but you also want to be careful with batteries in general. You never know if they may come into contact with other liquids or potentially flammable material that might make them ignite. Number 10. Food. Feeling peckish in the middle of your flight? It's best to avoid storing snacks and other food in the overhead compartments, otherwise they may spill, stain, or get crushed. Plus, for convenience sake, keeping them close means you can reach for them whenever you need a pick-me-up. Okay, but what about items you can place overhead? Don't worry, you don't need to keep everything in your lap. Here are 10 things you can safely store in the bin above. Number 1. Carry-on. No one wants to keep their carry-on luggage by their seat, so don't make the flight experience worse for yourself by doing that. Heft it up into the overhead bin so it's out of sight. One thing you should keep in mind, however, is to put a lock on it. Number 2. Large duffel bags. If your bag can't fit neatly under the seat in front of you, store it in the overhead compartment. You do, however, want to be careful with how much space you're taking up. If you have both hand luggage and a large personal bag, other passengers might not have room to put their belongings. Number 3. Jackets and coats. Technically, you don't really want to be putting anything you wear up in the overhead compartment, considering most flight attendants agree it's probably one of the dirtiest spots on the plane. But sometimes you have no choice. Inner layers you should definitely avoid storing above, but for larger jackets and coats, we say it's okay as long as you wash them as soon as you get home. Number 4. Books or magazines. Brought one too many reading materials with you? Don't worry, simply store the ones you know you're not immediately reading in the overhead locker. A tip: keep them stored safely in a bag or else you'll risk getting all the pages ruined. Number 5. Non-essential gadgets. As long as they're not lithium powered, you should be able to safely store non-essential gadgets in the overhead bin so they're out of your way during the flight. If you're not sure whether they can be placed in the locker, double check with the flight attendant. Number 6. Games and entertainment. If you're the type of parent who brings every board game known to mankind on a flight just to keep your kids busy, rest assured that you can shove whatever isn't piquing interest in the locker overhead. After all, you don't want to have your hands full. Number 7. Pillows and blankets. Did you pack sleeping essentials with you? Great job! Just make sure you're wrapping them up in a bag to keep them clean and free of germs. When you're ready to catch some Z's, simply take them out to have a more comfortable rest. Number 8. Shopping bags. As long as they're not gifts, feel free to store regular shopping bags in the overhead bin, provided that they don't take up all the room available. Don't be surprised if your bags come out looking crushed though. Number 9. Umbrellas. Bought a non-collapsible umbrella? Yep, those things sure take up space. To ensure the safety of other passengers, keep it tucked and stored in the overhead locker. You might want to wrap it up in a bag or padding first though, to ensure it doesn't get trampled by other heavy belongings. Number 10. Extra pair of shoes. Okay, hear us out. Technically, no one wants to store their belongings next to someone else's smelly sneakers, but we think this is fine as long as you're considerate with how you pack and store them. Obviously, you shouldn't just throw them in the locker, but if they're in a baggie and odor-free, it should be acceptable. That's all for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.